Okay, let's be real for a second. You know that feeling, right? Payday hits, the money lands in your account, and for a glorious moment you think, okay, this is it. This is the month I'm finally gonna start saving. And then, well, life happens. Let's talk about why that cycle is so frustratingly difficult and, way more importantly, how we can finally, actually break it.
There it is. That notification pops up on your phone. The money is in your account. For a minute, you can breathe. You feel that wave of relief, of possibility. You start thinking about what you can do, what you can build. It feels good. But how long does that feeling last? A day? Maybe an hour? Because almost immediately, it's like your account has a leak. Boom, rent takes a massive chunk. Then it's groceries, gas for the car, the phone bill, that streaming service you forgot about. It just keeps coming.
And poof, you check your account a week or two later and you're right back where you started. Sometimes you're even a little bit behind. It is one of the most maddening feelings, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
And this is the weird part, isn't it? That very first, relatively small goal of $5,000 feels like climbing Mount Everest. But thinking about a huge number like 50,000, that just feels like a distant fantasy. If this sounds familiar, I really want you to know you are not crazy and you are definitely not alone.
So let's talk about that mountain. Let's call it what it is, the $5,000 wall. And the absolute first thing you need to hear, and I mean really hear, is that your struggle to climb it is probably not your fault.
You know, we get told this story over and over again. Just have more willpower. Stop buying lattes as if it's all just about discipline. But that is a huge, huge oversimplification. The truth is, that first phase of building any kind of savings is structurally and even mathematically the absolute hardest part of the entire journey.
And look, if you don't believe me, here's a number that just puts it all into perspective. The Federal Reserve says that nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a simple $400 emergency. Forget $5,000, we are talking about $400. That's a new tire or an unexpected trip to the doctor.
So let me just say this one more time, as clearly as I can. If you are struggling to save money, you are not broken. You are, statistically speaking, completely normal. The system is designed to be tough at the beginning, but understanding the rules of the game is the first step to finally winning it.
So what is it? What makes it feel so impossible? Well, it really boils down to three specific forces that are actively working against you when you're starting out with nothing.
These are the big three. Number one, you have zero margin for error. Number two, your own brain is basically wired to fight you on this. And number three, the progress you make feels painfully slow. Let's break each one down.
All right, first up, you have no margin. Just look at this pretty typical budget. After all the essential stuff is paid for, there's maybe $300 left over. And you think, okay, cool, I can save that. But in the real world, all it takes is one thing. One flat tire, one sick kid, and that $300 is completely gone. You literally cannot afford for a single thing to go wrong.
The second force is your own brain chemistry. We are hardwired to love instant gratification. Spending money feels good right now. You get that new shirt, you go out for that nice dinner, you get a little dopamine hit. But saving money? The reward for that is way off in the future. It's invisible, it's abstract. So of course your brain is going to choose the immediate pleasure of spending every single time. And the third one, oh, this one is a killer. The progress is just so slow. Let's say you do everything right and manage to put away $200 a month. To get to $5,000, it's going to take you more than 2 years. Think about that. You work so hard for 6 solid months, you check your account, and you only see $1,200. It feels like you're going nowhere, and that is exactly where most people get discouraged and just give up. But, and this is the most important part of this whole conversation, if you can just find a way to push through that wall, I promise you, everything changes. Life on the other side of $5,000 is completely different. All of a sudden, you have a buffer. You have breathing room. That $500 car repair that used to be a full-blown panic-inducing crisis, now it's just an annoyance. It's a pain, for sure, but it's not a disaster. You can just handle it. The amount of stress that disappears from your daily life is absolutely massive.
This really captures the mental shift perfectly. You go from living in this defensive crouch, just hoping and praying, please let nothing go wrong this month, to standing up straight and saying, you know what, if something happens, I can handle it. You're not just reacting to life anymore. You're actually in a position of control.
And this is where the real magic starts to happen. Because that first $5,000 isn't just a safety net, it's a launch pad. It's the key that unlocks the door to investing.
It lets you put your money to work for you. And as you can see, the power of compounding interest over time, well, it's not just powerful, it's staggering.
Okay, so we get it. We know why it's so hard, and we know why it's so worth it. So now let's get to the good part, the how. How do we actually do this? Here is a simple 5-step game plan.
First thing, lower the target. Seriously, forget $5,000. Your new goal is $500. We need to get a small win on the board to build momentum. Second, automate everything. Set up an automatic transfer on payday so the money is gone before you can even miss it. Make it invisible. Third, find a way to increase your income. I know, it's not always easy, but even an extra $200 a month can cut your timeline down dramatically. Fourth, create friction for spending. Delete your credit card from Amazon. Make it just a little bit harder to spend impulsively. And fifth, track only one number, just one, your savings balance. Get obsessed with watching that number go up.
All right, let's bring it all home, because I really want you to understand the most important point of all. This journey to your first $5,000, it's about so much more than just the money.
What you are really accomplishing is something called a psychological identity shift. Saving stops being this awful chore that you have to force yourself to do, and it just becomes part of who you are. It's what you do.
You're literally rewriting the story you tell yourself. You stop being someone who's bad with money, and you start becoming someone who is in control of their finances. And here's the secret to everything. Your actions will always follow your identity.
Because that's the real prize here. It's not about the number in your bank account. It's about breaking that cycle. It's about gaining control, building confidence, and earning the freedom to actually make choices about your own life and your own future.
So, I'm going to leave you with one simple question. Don't worry about $5,000 right now. Think smaller. What is one thing you are going to do this week to save your next $100? Because that's it. That's how this whole thing begins.